Hello and welcome to Lister LD1 Restoration Part 8 now. And today the plan is, hopefully a bit longer episode than the last one, not too long, but the plan is today we're going to start reassembling some of the engine. You might understand that sounds a bit stupid really, take it apart, you reassemble it and haven't painted it. But the way I paint my engines is, some people like to leave the nuts and bolts bare metal, but I like to make sure they're painted, and I kind of like to do what they did in the factory, but put my own twist on it. You know what I mean? In the factory they just painted one lump and that was it, end of story. But I want to, and then all the brass were put on top, like the spec tag and oil primer and all that sort of stuff. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the rear case on, injector housing on, so there'll be this case here. Don't know what that was. We'll put that on. And also I got some masking tape. So I'll mask up any holes that are left up, which will be this one, probably the top of the housing, and all this will be covered up then. This will be the last sight you see of this engine, hopefully for a very, very, very long time. And not till maybe 5-10 year time where decoke is due for what this engine will be running. So yeah, so we're going to make a start on masking it up. So the first thing to do is really, oh yeah, also I haven't showed you this yet, but this is what I got for the engine. This is the decoke set. I was hoping to get a genuine Lister one, but unfortunately they don't make them. Well, there was some available, but when I bought the engine, but I never bought one in time, and now they're all gone. So this is a reproduction one. And if you look, when I turn it over, yes, where the Listers are made now in India. But that there is about 30 quid I think. But it comes with, you might think 30 quid for a load of gaskets, but it got cork ones, paper ones, different thicknesses paper, rubbers, a lot of rubbers on this engine I must admit, I'm surprised there was so many. Steel washers for the head studs, fibre washers for the diesel, exhaust gaskets and stuff there. Some some cork ones. Some of these here I'll be using and others I won't be, because the engine hasn't been fully stripped. Obviously the crank is not out yet or anything like that, so some of the gaskets, like the one on here, I haven't used to take the camshaft out, so that won't need replacing. This one here won't need replacing. But that's only 2 gaskets really, out of the whole lot, to be honest. I'll also take off all these pieces of tape then, because you won't be able to get to there when I do it. So just like, oh there you go. Let that one off. So yeah, so the next job is I shall mask it up. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting the engine back together. As you can see, a few pieces like I said. But when I put this engine back together, a few things I want to do, because I did strip the paint and it's bare of oil apart from a few odd bits. I'm going to get the compressor and I'm going to blow out any dust that's in there. Really give it a good blowout. So remember, when using a compressor, especially for blowing out stuff, eye protection. It might sound a bit wussy, but a piece of dirt can fly into your eyes at any moment, and the last thing you want to do is lose your sight. So I'm just going to turn on the compressor quickly. Always has a leak, and just like I'll go around this side as well. Quickly. Okay, as you can see, I've done that now. Turn that off there. I'll just leave the compressor to charge up just in case I need that. Now I've blown that out. The next important thing to do is, you take your glasses off, is to, you want to now, what I use is a brake cleaner. You can use any other thing. On your sealing surfaces, like here, you won't want to go in with a brake cleaner and just wipe them off. You can use white spirit or anything that removes oil and dirt. So I just use a brake cleaner. That's what I do. So that's probably the best stuff for removing dirt, I find. You can get out fairly cheaply. I couldn't give you a price, but I don't know. And just like get your brake cleaner on a rag like that. And just like go over the surface you want to clean up. Now there, let's get rid of any dirt. Right. Now see, it goes quick. I'm going to keep doing that on all the pieces. Going over the water. Being such a hot day, it will evaporate very quickly. Ready. It's very dirty. That's just the compressor. Also, you want to come around the back here. Same thing again, just a bit of brake cleaner, that, move the tripod a bit better, and yeah, go from there. Like so, just want to make sure I do that, so I'll continue doing that for a minute. Clean up all the sealing surfaces. The next job I want to do, and I think is a really good idea, is to now now when you fire up your engine first time after you've restored it, it will run dry for a minute, so you want to liberally oil everything. Now obviously don't put too much in, don't put anything in the sump or anything, you just oil all your moving parts so you can get to it, like gears and stuff. So when you do it, just put all, see what I would do is, I'm going to put the side cover on last, this top cover, and put this one on first. And that way I can oil the gears up and I won't worry about oil running down. So first thing I'm going to do is oil up everything internally, like the oil pump and everything. Okay, well as you can see, I've got the pump housing, let's raise the tripod up a bit. The pump housing on, up here. That's just there, the oil pipe which I put on as well. Don't worry about this little screw here, that's just the governor spring thing that I put on there at the moment just to hook on. I was going to put this cover on and I've realised that bolts onto it, so I'd best put this on first. So that's what I've done. I put this on, and then what I've got to do is, I'm not going to put on anything to do with all this yet until after it's painted. Or actually if I calibrate the fuel pump now, well actually no, I've got to put that on anyway, because I've got to mask that up. So I've got to put the fuel pipe on there. So yeah, I've got to leave that off for a minute, paint it, and then top it up once it's after it's been painted. So the next job, as you can see, is to, and I'll oil some of this up, make sure this is well oiled up, ready for the paint. Well, not on the outside, just the inside. And you see the governor seems to be fine. The governor will really only be like there. So it'll be quite light, but it'll be still probably about 800 RPM. So the next job is to sort out this. I must say the gasket set is a very nice gasket set. The only thing I noticed that hasn't come with is there's a piece of rubber in there, but I think I've got mine somewhere, find it, off the fuel pipe. But it did come with, which I think was very nice. This here, gasket here, cork one, is for the rocker box at the top. And it's come with two of those, which I think is kind of handy. There's the other one. So I've got two cork gaskets. I've also got but it's only come with one manifold gasket as well. And my LD has two, one on one side, one on the other, but I did keep the best one. Look at the old ones. Also I've got two cork ones, which I, to be honest, don't have a clue for. Now I've just realised what they're for. They're for the fuel and oil filler caps. Like a gasket washery thing. Don't know what that's for. Yeah, a few things in there. In here are a few fibre washers, obviously for the fuel system. Stop that leaking. 4 galvanised washers, and they're for the head studs. You nice lovely few big cylinder head shim and a few other little shims there. Base gasket, this copper one is, believe it or not. Few washers there for the head studs, head nuts. Also we got over here, we have the grommets too. These ones here, the galvanised with the water. Oops, there. Dropped one. Pick it up quickly. Nope, put that back in there. You can quickly. There we go. These ones here, the galvanised. These little ones here, they're for the fuel pump. They're for the between. They go on the fuel pump between the banjo and the pipe, the filtered fuel. Like a seal, yet a steel washer. You'll get a top one up here. Some rubber cording, don't know what that's for. Great big rubber O-ring. A few little rubber washers. Grommet there, that's for the leak off pipe into the tank. A big washer there. This big one here is for the oil prime, which I think is handy. Not a lot left, I could say, is what we need in that. That's a crankshaft seal. Don't think it's for that, I think it's for the other side. What else have I got here? A few little copper washers. As I said, 2 things. Fuel pump housing door. That will just go on there. Nice, lovely, thick, robust gasket. So I think that's a nice little thing they've given us. Yeah, all in all, I think it's a very nice set. So now just oil this up. Okay, well, as you can see, I've done the back cover now. The the timing gear case is starting to resemble somewhat of a unpainted Lister LD1. What I'm now going to do is, what I want to do now is we're going to mask it up now. I've gone over. Oh, actually, before I mask it up, I'll put this side door on as well. That'll be painted on the engine, just because the fact it's just so much easier, and it's a less thing to another less thing to put on and touch up when you put it together. The only things that won't be on the engine is the cowling. Well, hopefully once the cover's on, that everything you see then it won't be will be masked up. I hope to have this engine, if I mask it up well enough, I'll just have it sprayed. This bit here will stay, and I can calibrate the fuel pump then. I'm going to try and mask all this up so no paint gets on this. And I want to mask up the shaft. This shaft obviously. Mask up all this up here. Put a bit of masking tape in there. This top cover I'm going to mask up. And the main inlet port to the cylinder head will be masked up. So that's the plan. I don't want no overspray going in there. I think if the engine was originally sprayed up, we might as well spray it up now. Now we've got all the gear to spray it, so yeah, it'll be the first engine I sprayed, so we're going to practice spraying. So next job is to get the the crankcase door on, and we'll start masking it up. Okay, well I put the new crankcase door on, and as you can see it's all done. That way, the crankcase door is now on. The next job now is just going to mask the engine up. So it's not a lot to mask up. It might look like a bit of a bare block, but we're going to mask up mainly this bit, top bit, cylinder, and the shaft sticking out. Oh, and this bit here, and also the adjustment screw. If I just do that, you may see it just poking out there. It's just behind my finger. There. Mask that up. There's a nut to go on it, but it's just more work to mask up around the nut. Oh yeah, and the next job I'll mask up the oil filler hole as well, because that's got to be that's a brass, and whilst it's being ready for painting, I'll go polish some of the shiny bits up. And that with the block masked up. I also have to mask rocker boxes up and other bits like that, but not really a lot like that. And just then I'll continue on with the some small preparational bits. Should be like the cylinder head. I've got to mask up, but I've got to degrease that first because it's got oil in it still from the fact when I ground the valves in. So I was like, I'll do that once I strip the paint. So yeah, so the next job now is to do the rest of it, which is mask it up. So I'll start. Okay, I'd like to say I've now finished doing the block today. I think we've done whoever, and the viewers as well, I'd like to include those, into continuing the progress on the Lister LD1. And what we've done here is masked it up. There's a noticeable thing we've done. Usually masked up here. Done also masked up the little governor spindle, all the little things. Done that thing, and also I put 2 nuts and bolts in here to pull that back, because one thing I haven't realised until recently is the 4 nuts I hold the cowling on also hold on this cover. So I thought I'd done those up tight just to hold those in, so when you paint it, the paint won't like go funny or anything, you know what I mean? It won't crack along that line or get inside the crankcase. I put those on, just undo those, whip the cowling on, touch up around that, it's no problem. Go around here, the control switch, that's on, crankcase doors on, and all that sort of jazz. Yeah. Put this on the camera, tripod, there we go. Lovely. So these next 2 jobs is masking. That would just be that there, and well, just probably mask that up, and when you spray it, just hold it on the floor like that. Mask up the arm. Tin work like that won't need to be masked up. What else have we got? That there need masking up, just a bit. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Goes fuel filter bowl, fuel filter, etc. What else have we got? Cylinder head. One of the really hefty lump. Degrease that slightly again. We go in there. And also remember that little washer made it with gasket material. I wondered what it was for. If you look down there in the ejector hole, see that nice like seat? That's where it's meant to go, I realised. I just remembered it. I'll look in the manual as well. Because unfortunately these things don't come with like a little extract of the manual. You just got to go, oh, it come from there, you got to guess. Because usually the decoke set is the farmer would, or whoever, cement mixer builder or whatever, take the engine apart, take that gasket off, put that one on, take this gasket off, put that one on, etc. Clean it up, put it back together, fire up, jobs are good one. That's what it's meant to be. Not what I'm doing, taking it apart. Like now, I took it apart maybe 2 months ago. Usually some people would have the engine done by then, but in some restoration this is very quick because it's complete. I had a head start the engine running. So yes, so that's that one. A few other jobs, just mask up the fuel tank and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully next one will be more masking up and some simple little jobs like that, masking up and hopefully doing some primer. That's the next thing. So yeah, thanks for watching. Rate, comment and subscribe, I'd like to say, and yes, thanks for watching.